these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Patriots.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Herbert on first down now. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there play-action run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Herbert now. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Herbert on third down now. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Herbert back to the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Herbert. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Pats are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Pats at the line ready to go. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
On first down, Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd down and goal. Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in Game, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Room here to run. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes you're...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, don't I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady escaping the pressure right.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Steps away to his left. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Brady.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he'll go down at the 28. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Herbert throwing again. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. On the return is Henderson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Herbert. This one to the left to Higbee. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Herbert operating from the red zone. Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Brady now on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's second and 10. Brady to throw again. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Now Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side, complete. That's Henderson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a third down. Now it's Herbert. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Point after it, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Brady now to throw. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback. Throwing after the interception. Eason. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eason. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Eluding the pressure right. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They snap it to Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for it. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the handoff, Henderson. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we have...
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So that one will be accepted. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more with Henderson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they will contribute.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Demario Davis there on the stop. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On second down, they'll try and run the counter.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Now a handoff, Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.